Hey everyone, so in today's video, I'm going to be telling you why I decided to switch to the Omnipod insulin pump. On December 21st, 2018, I officially switched to the Omnipod insulin pump from my previous pump, the Animas One-Touch Ping. There were quite a few decisions that led to this switch, and I'm going to get into them right now. So the first thing that I'm going to mention is that Omnipod had a promotion for tube pump users to switch to their tubeless pump free of charge if you could prove that your insulin pump was purchased by you and that it was still under warranty. They would send you a PDM for free with a purchase of a box of pods if they did it before December 31st, 2018. And so this is what I decided to do. I heard about this promotion because I just decided one day to research some new pumps. My pump is discontinued, so I had to find a new pump eventually. So one day when I was taking a break from studying for exams, I decided to look up insulin pumps. I had a few questions for Omnipod, so I decided to send them their way, even though it was years, I thought, before I'd be getting the pump. They told me about the promotion then, and within 2 weeks, I was on an Omnipod. My Omnipod is right here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it is under my sweater. I got to keep my old pump. I still have it for backup, which is excellent for me. So the first reason that I decided to make a switch was that I didn't really have a choice when it came to switching pumps. Animas gone out of business, so my One-Touch Ping pump, after September 2019, they'd stopped making supplies for it, and eventually I'd have to switch anyways. Now, Animas did partner with Medtronic, but I was never really interested in Medtronic pumps. My two choices were always between Tandem and Omnipod, and overall I decided that the Omnipod was more for me than the t:slim was. When I heard about this promotion, it pretty much made the decision for me because I was leaning to this one anyways. So that is the number one reason I switched, is that I didn't really have a choice in the matter as to having to switch eventually. Now, the next reason that I chose the Omnipod is I really liked the idea of being tubeless. I had my tubed pump for almost 2 years, and obviously it has its pros and it has its cons, but I thought that trying a tubeless pump would really be advantageous. There's a couple reasons for this, and I'll get into it. The number one reason that I liked the tubeless benefit was when it came to clothing. I like to wear dresses in the summer. I didn't like the way that the pump showed underneath my dress. It was just be like this weird bulky thing on the side or the back of my dress. But the biggest thing too is when I was wearing sweatpants, it wanted to pull them off because it was so heavy. For clothing reasons, I thought that having a tubeless pump would be very nice. Now, another thing that made me interested in the Omnipod is the fact that you don't have to remove it for swimming. I'm aware that the One-Touch Ping pump is waterproof. However, I could never bring myself to put it underwater. And the reason is it's waterproof if this is correct, and this is correct, and this is correct, and there's no cracks, and there's no this. And it's for me, it was just too much effort. And if the pump broke, it's a lot more expensive and harder to replace than just a pod getting broken if the off chance it happens. And I don't have to deal with the blood sugar spikes as a result of removing my pump. Now, another thing is that Tandem, I don't believe, has a remote. And for me, having a remote is a huge feature. When you go and do things outside in the winter for long periods of time, I'm wearing a big parka, I have on coveralls, and getting my pump out from all of that to give myself some insulin would just be too hard. And because of that, having a remote for me is a must-have when it comes to picking a pump, and I don't think the t:slim had one. So I hope you enjoyed my quick video briefly explaining why I decided to switch to the Omnipod. It only took about 2 weeks from the time that I first messaged Omnipod until the time that I was trained and fully on my pump. Getting the pump sent to me only took a few days, and the customer service was amazing as well. Let me know in the comments down below if you have an Omnipod or if you're looking into getting one. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, then make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.